lot of different things, and it worked out, and we'll probably do it again next game.
Steve, to follow up on Oubre, you've been so confident all along that he would find his way. Is this the kind of game that you think can really turn him in the right direction now moving forward for the season?
I hope so. I mean, I think he's been good for us. He's dogging the ball up and down the floor. He really plays with energy defensively, especially on the ball, and that's been one of the main things we've been looking for him with Clay out. That relieves Steph of a lot of duties defensively, and that frees Steph up to expend his energy, on offense. So Kelly's already been good for us in a lot of ways. It's just that he struggled with his shot, and everybody's locked in on his shooting percentage from three. But I think there's no question it's been bothering him. He's been frustrated, and I know in the locker room, great, and he should, because he just played a hell of a game.
Steve, you mentioned that you flip-flopped Wiggins and Oubre's roles. It kind of seems like you did that early on defense too. You had Wiggins guarding the point guard and Oubre guarding LeBron. What kind of went into that?
Well, we know how important Schroeder is to their offense, and we figured let's put Andrew on the ball and let Kelly pick up LeBron full court when LeBron was going to handle. And so we liked the length on Schroeder, and we liked Kelly's willingness to pick up full court. Now Schroeder really got going, and it wasn't based on Andrew's defense. It was based on our team defense. We just couldn't keep him out of the lane. But again, I mean, the thing that we are trying to establish as a team is that we're going to be good defensively. So I know everybody's focused on the offense and getting more shooters on the floor and everything, but we're trying to be a good defensive team first, and Andrew and Kelly, with their length and athleticism, should be two of our best defenders, and that's why we're continuing to go the way we're going. But it's still early, and we gotta tinker, and we gotta find the rotations that make the most sense.
Hi, Steve. Carlos Ramirez, NBC Bay Area and Telemundo. Against that team on that court and against the current sixth man of the year, was that a statement game for Eric Pascal?
I don't know. I mean, Eric has been doing this all season. So I guess the fact that this was a national TV game and a lot of people were watching, maybe some people who didn't notice Eric before are going to notice. But this has been what he's done now all season long. He's having a fantastic early part of the season for us. He's really solidified his role, and he's given that second group a lot of punch.
Steve, Chris Alvarez from ABC7. You talk about building an identity. You have two big comeback wins against arguably two of the best teams in the league. How does that go towards what you guys are trying to do as a foundation?
Well, I think the whole thing tonight, the lesson is that we have to scrap. I didn't think we scrapped in the first half. I didn't think we competed, and we did that in the second half. The whole half, guys were flying around. Everybody who came in off the bench did a great job. So I just think it was a good lesson for our team that if we compete and defend at a high level, we've got a chance to beat anybody.
What did you think about James Knight? I think he had 5 fouls and 13.
James struggled tonight. Obviously that's the best team in the league over there, playing with Gasol and Davis. Davis is one of the best bigs in the league. Gasol's been doing this forever, and so it was a tough night for James. But there are going to be nights like this early in his career. He just has a lot to learn. He listens. He absorbs coaching. He's competitive. After that fifth foul, he went over to the bench and he slammed his hand into the water cooler or something. I don't know what it was. I heard it. I turned to Mike Brown. I said, I love that. I love that. That's what you want. You don't want somebody who doesn't care. So James cares, but he's just a kid, and this is a tough league. It's difficult lessons out there, but he's learning them, and he's growing every day, and he's